This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Yeah, that's it. Keep going, scanners. I need that tan nice and even. Shepard likes the best. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Mass Effect. In the last episode, we finally went to Planet Novaria. Somewhere, the plot is being progressed. But we did take a little bit of time by threatening the local security and dealing with smuggling and some other corporate espionage bullcrap. But we were able to take advantage of it because Shepard deserves the best. Credits and morality points up the wazoo for us. Even more to come. Anyway, let's go grab that package for Uphold before we do anything else. And I got to remember, I for some reason I forgot to talk to Mako. I thought I did, but yeah, when I was doing some test stuff, I was like, oh, we forgot to talk to her. Whoopsie.
I apologize for my rudeness when you arrived. I meant no disrespect. I have a responsibility to protect the safety and privacy of corporations here. The arrival of an Alliance warship was unexpected.
Huh. You just found out I was better than you. Yeah, and we threatened you with weapons, so I guess she's the bigger woman in this case, but yeah, forget about it. I understand that. Humiliating, wasn't it?
Embarrassed to be put in your place?
Not at all. My actions were correct, based on the information I had at the time. Is there anything I can do for you today, Commander?
Yeah, whatever. You know you got served.
Why are you still here? Are you guarding my ship?
All of the companies have secrets. Some of them deal in things that are not quite legal. Having a Spectre here makes them nervous. Analea-sama is buried under petitions to kick you off-world.
Can you tell she's Japanese? Anyway, you're protecting Normandy. We can take care of ourselves. You're waiting to kick us out, aren't you? You don't like how I look, do you? You're watching, judging.
So you're waiting here in case he makes that decision?
It would be more accurate to say we are here to prevent incidents between employees and your crew.
What? My crew wouldn't do anything, and then we just look at Rex and he's like polishing his shotgun.
Tell me about yourself.
You first. I'm just a security guard. I heard that there were no human Spectres. How did you get that job?
We saved Ian Prime. I'd rather not discuss it. I'm a test case. It's political BS. Body count.
The Spectres like people well-versed in killing. That'd be me.
You certainly know how to allay a peace officer's fears. I served in the Marines for a decade, mustered out and went private sector. I was under fire a few times, so I ended up leading this detail.
Oh. Well, there you go, I guess.
There are guards everywhere. Are there that many problems here?
I'm sure Parasini-san gave you the ultra-special blah-blah about business here. Everyone wants to be protected from everyone else, but everyone also thinks they have a special right to kick over everyone else.
Well, I specifically do because I'm the main character and I'm a Spectre. You know, they have their own security.
Don't they have their own security forces?
Everything from hackers to mercenaries. They have investments to protect, after all. But we are the only ones allowed to bear arms. Which is why the companies constantly try to bribe my people. I have a clear policy against freelancing. Anyone who works on the side is fired.
Huh. Well, I mean, if you have the right to bear arms, why are you wearing a full-plated suit of armor, or space armor, or whatever? You keep the Corps in line?
Your job is preventing problems, not solving them.
Most of my job is diplomacy. Two corps start yelling at each other, my people walk in, flash some ceramic, and they start talking civilly. If there is anything this job has taught me, it's how to be impartial.
Sure, I guess.
I'll be moving on.
Very good, Commander. Please stay out of trouble.
Anyway, we get renegade points for choosing the humiliate option. I don't remember if you get Paragon points for being nice. I think you do, but you at least get renegade for being a dick to her.
I'll be keeping my eye on you.
Yeah. Why do I feel like we're going to run into you later? Nah, that's probably no reason. Anyway, if we just go straight to our ship, obviously you can go to your ship and go back inside, change your crew if you want to, but you do have to actually go in your ship and then step back out to reset your crew. You can change your crew at a later date in this mission, but it's kind of annoying to do it, though, because you have to go out of your way to do it, so... Oh, wait, I was actually going to watch the ship, anyway. Let's check the package here. The journal. What does it say? Oh yeah, it just adds Uphold's package. It grays out, which means you've grabbed it. So now we just need to go to Uphold and get the reward, right? Anyway, because yeah, we've already been tagged for guns and stuff like that, we can just walk on through. I thought I remember originally that if you walk in with the smuggling, some people make some comments about,
You're not so tough.
you're going to find out how tough I am later. I can see into the future. I can see in the future!
Good day, Commander. I trust you are behaving yourself, not mixing yourself up in any questionable activities.
Yeah, if you talk to her after grabbing it, of course not. Why? What if I am?
Hypothetically speaking, what would you do?
If you were, I would have to recite some tedious speech, then ask you to leave. Just so we understand each other.
It wouldn't stop me. I'd probably kill you first anyway, so.
I'll be moving on.
Very good, Commander.
Yeah, she always says that if you have the package in your inventory, I believe, which is kind of funny. I thought someone else makes a comment somewhere where the machines go off, but maybe I'll do it this time. I couldn't get it when I was test driving this, so. No, nothing happened. I could have swore that happened. Maybe it's glitchy. I don't know. I do have, like, I don't even know. They kind of stopped patching this game. Like, actually, did they?
Turians don't like the cold,
Oh.
Shepard. Did I ever mention that?
I don't think you did. Did you mention that last episode? I don't know. I don't think I got that recalled. What was I gonna say? I'm trying to remember if there was ever any patching for this game. I don't, at least not on the Xbox anyway. I think that's before there was mandatory patching for games after a certain point. So I think I have like an original pre-patched copy, I think, or if it is patched, it's only some minor bugs and stuff like that. So, because the reason I know that is because there's a couple of bugs we can exploit here in this game. So let me go ahead and make a save point. So yeah, at this point, now that I'm starting to show off alternate paths and stuff like that, we're gonna start filling up the save slots rather quickly. Not that that means anything. It's not like there's an achievement for that. I don't know. I like keeping my save slots low if I can. So first of all, let's show what we would do if we just give Uphold his package.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought
I'll give him the package. Yes.
Here you are. The Spectre has done a great service for this one. From the deepness of light, it thanks you. This one promised compensation for services rendered. It humbly suggests that a sum of 250 credits would be most appropriate.
You know the weird thing about this is they say that 250 credits is like this big deal. Yet by this point in the game, even if you come here first, you probably are earning a lot more money from either selling your mods and whatnot. So this is almost kind of like just chump change. It doesn't even, like, that money isn't even enough to like buy a mod or anything like that. So yeah, it is deal. Cheap bastard. I hope this is a joke.
You're trying to make me laugh. You think I'm here to amuse you, to make funny sputtering noises when you offer an insult instead of a reward. No, this one would never. This one could raise the sum to 500 credits. That is half this one's profit taken by the other. It can offer no more.
Yeah, it'll have to do because it can't get any more from this. Well, we can, but that's better, good enough. It'll have to do.
If that's the best you can do, fine.
This one is glad to have come to an agreement.
All right, then we get the reward for it. So,
I'm just browsing right now.
and I like the response Shepard gives. For those who aren't aware, it's basically kind of a oh, now I forgot the movie it's from. It's it has Joe Pesci in it. Is it? Oh, you know, it's basically like, am I a clown to you? Do I make you laugh? Do you want me to tell the jokes? I don't know the line verbatim, but is it like Casino Kings or something like that? I'll have to look that up. Let's see. Actually, give me a second. We have the internet. We have ways to look this up. I'm not gonna do this all the time just because. Clown quote. Or what's that from? Goodfellas. Okay. Was it, you mean let me understand this? Or, you mean let me understand this, because maybe it's me. Maybe I'm a little fucked up, maybe. I'm funny how? I'm like funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny? Or it could be, I think that's the one it's supposed to be referencing. The only other thing I can think of is like Taxi Driver, but I assume that's the specific reference they're making right there. But anyway, let's look at that. Whoops, did not mean to click that. The old Xbox. Most people were playing either Xbox what S or whatever it is, or PC. So this is an old school dinosaur right here. Anyway, now that we've given the package back, we can go check smuggling. You gave Uphold his package. Phrasing. All right. Anyway, let's reload that. That's obviously not. I mean, if you just want straightforward, I mean, luckily you're not really getting Renegade or Paragon points for that. You're just like straight up giving this package. If you're doing Paragon, well, actually Paragon, there's a better option for that. But overall, giving him the package straight up is probably, I don't know if I'd say the worst one, but it's definitely not the most rewarding one. So now that we convinced him earlier to tell us who the recipient, obviously if you don't do this, I don't think you can talk to the Krogan about this.
The managers warned us about you.
Okay, I was just seeing if they had anything.
You're the Spectre.
Okay. Because I don't remember chatting with those people, but I assume they were going to have generic dialogue. So not every single NPC has interesting dialogue, which, I mean, makes sense. Not everyone's going to be interesting. So, but anyway, the other reward, which gives you a little bit better of a, or the other way to do it is it gives you a little bit better of a reward, is going to talk to the Krogan, which we talked earlier, and he even said he would sweeten the deal, which is you get a bit more money. Which, like I said, at this point in the game, selling the random equipment we get because of our level is a lot more worth it this time. So I wouldn't blame you, viewers, if you go for like rewards that are either the quickest or rewards that are give morality points instead. Although if you play the game right, you can usually get plenty of morality points by the end of the game. And when I say morality points, that's when you get Paragon or Renegade. I might just call them, in the future I'm going to call them morality points because that's pretty much what they are. But yeah, let's go talk to the elder brother. Yeah, we heard that conversation before. But anyway, let's talk to Inamorta and see what his options are.
You have my package?
Well, we could tell him he's on his
I
way.
was just about to drop it off.
Good. Go.
Okay, anyway.
You have my package?
What's it worth to you?
I'm paying the Hanar more than I want. I'll bet he's paying you less than you want. Sell it to me directly.
And yeah, you could say no, maybe give me a figure.
Interesting. But exactly how much is this worth to you?
500 credits.
Which would be the same if you at least that's almost better, especially if you don't have the persuasion points, you know, because then you just straight up get it, you know, double more than what a poll was going to give you. But obviously, be serious.
If you want to see more of the package than me beating you with it, make a serious offer.
I could snap your neck before you pull a weapon, but I like your negotiation skills. Reminds me of my father. I'll give you 750.
And as far as I know, you can't get anything better than that, so.
Deal. Pleasure doing business with you.
Likewise. Now go away. The gods wonder about people who trade packages for cash.
Yeah, and you get a renegade point because you basically betrayed Uphold's, Uphold for that by going straight past the middleman, so. Let's see, what does it say here? Smuggling. You gave Uphold's package directly to his buyer, the mercenary Inamorta. And there's a little bit of extra dialogue, which we unfortunately have to go all the way back to Uphold to do that. Oh well. I guess I could have made multiple different saves in multiple different sections of like when I did this result. Probably would have been faster, but you know, I have like a weird mannerism when it comes to like certain high numbers in games and stuff like that. I don't know, like if you see like a number go up in a game, like sometimes it's either good or bad depending on your viewpoint of it. And I don't know what I'm talking about, viewers. Like I'm kind of insane in my own. I'm insane in the brain. No, I do have some minor mental quirks about myself that I couldn't really explain, and I don't think they really need to be explained because it's just too silly and nonsensical to make sense. But some people have their own weirdness about them that they can't really explain either, just because interpretation or explanation or how they put it together in their brain. You know, I'm one of those special brains. You know, the abnormal brain from abnormal brain from Frankenstein. You know. Anyway, let's tell him what we gave his package away.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
Nah, I gave it to your boss or the guy, so he gave me more money too.
I sold the package to Inamorta.
The other did what? The Spectre has betrayed this one? The Spectre has cost this one much. Perhaps more than you know. This one's livelihood depends on that income.
Crime doesn't pay? Yeah, that's one way to do it. You were breaking the law? Be glad I'm not a real cop, dude.
You were breaking the law. If a real police officer had caught you, you'd be in jail for years.
This one wishes the other to leave now.
Oh, and the funny thing is we can still buy stuff, by the way.
Show me what you're selling.
Very well.
It's like, well, I had to make money before I leave, or I'm pissed at you, but well, I'm surprised he doesn't raise the price on these things, you know, like because of that, but he doesn't. So I think that would have been funnier. I don't think there's anything more to the, like when you mentioned that. I think it's just you get in the package. Yeah. So, all right. There's two other ways to do it, which we can kind of do it back to back, but I'm going to show the first. I'm going to show the one way first, which is, you know how you know it said we could tell Annaleus or whatever about the package. Well, let's go do that, shall we? Yeah, we just tell him about the package, and we can convince him to give us a reward, and perhaps the reward we want. Well, I mean, there's always a reward we want, but yeah, luckily it's not too far away. The reason I'm doing this is just to give you what happens if you talk to Uphold after giving Annaleus the mod. Oh yeah, well, I'll show you what it is here in a second. So, hey, dude.
I am in the middle of 9 things, all of them annoying. What do you want now?
Well, you're gonna love this one.
Opold wants me to smuggle a package through security.
I need more than your word to act on that. Bring me whatever he's smuggling, and I'll act accordingly.
Maybe. What'll you do to him?
So you'll arrest him?
No one here is fond of trials. They make shareholders nervous. More likely, we would simply let him go. Of course, he would be blacklisted by the companies here.
It makes financiers break out in panic when there's always a trial on hand. Well, I want garage access, dude.
Not so fast. In exchange, I want garage access.
You are shrewd to use this as leverage. If it is a serious infraction, I will give you a pass.
Huh. That's weird. Usually the camera would switch to Annaleus while he's talking, but for some reason it's stuck on Shepard here. That's odd. Anyway, yeah, you can completely skip the Lord Quinn or Keen section and just do this, and you can go straight to the garage. No fuss, no muss. And I think I mentioned last episode, this is a way to like speed run this area for those who just want to get faster or max out their persuade or morality points by that point. So, here, check this shit out.
Here's the package. Proof enough?
I am no weapons expert, but it seems to me that this is a rather advanced device. Certainly contraband. It would have been unfortunate if this had reached its buyer.
Yeah, it would be rather unfortunate. Let's discuss my reward, my pleasure. What's it worth to you?
It's not yours yet. Make it worth my time.
That is not the response I anticipated from a Spectre. I may have underestimated you. I am willing to give you 200 credits and a pass to leave Hanshan. Not without an understanding between us, of course. You can only go to Peak 15 to speak to Lady Benezia. If you cause trouble or if the staff asks you to leave, you will be thrown off-world.
That seems reasonable. Thanks, that'll do. About time. And yeah, you're thinking, well, 200 credits, I can get more from everyone else. Well, there's something we could do. The upgrade is mine!
Of course. But I'll keep that mod. It's military hardware. I can't leave it in the hands of a civilian.
Of course. If there is nothing else, I would like to go back to work.
I'm leaving.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you...
All right, well, with that out of the way, we get the mod, or we get the package, which is a armor mod. But the interesting thing about this, depending on when you do this in the game, if you go to a very like really early first and skip like don't do a bunch of side quests at low levels, getting the mod isn't that big of a thing, mainly because it's based off your level. So the incendiary rounds here, I think sell for like, if I wanted to sell these, I think they sell for like 2,000 credits, which is a lot more than what Enamorta or Uphold would give us, or even like what you know, even what Annaleus gave us. So it's actually better to take the mod because at a certain level it's better to take the mod, because you could just, if you really want to, you could just sell it for, you know, double, triple, or quadruple the amount. Or if you go to the very last out of the planets, you know, depending on what your level is at that time, you know, it's definitely worth it to just keep the mod. So, yeah, like that's a nice little thing is you can just convince Annalise to give it to you. And then let's tell Uphold what we did.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
You're in trouble, dude.
Ananias has the package. He offered a better deal.
The other did what? The Spectre has betrayed.
Okay, that's the same.
The one called Ananias will send guards here. Does the other understand? It will be very difficult for this one to make its living here.
Okay, we got the break. Yeah, let's see what happens if I say I need his help.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Dealing with Ananias expedited my mission.
This one does not find that a comfort. This one wishes the other to leave now.
And then you could, still buy stuff.
Have it your way.
But he's like, but they'll send people after me. So anyway, if we check the assignments now, it'll say you turn to Uphold's package over to Administrator Annalise in order to get a pass to leave Hanshin. And then that's it. We can just leave. No fuss, no muss. So, but there's a better way to get a reward. Well, actually, technically there isn't. Because of the version I'm playing, I think even on the PC, unless you specifically mod your game, or unless BioWare's patched this, which I really doubt it. At this point, EA doesn't care about patching the old game. They'd rather work on their new stuff. There's a way, if you have the version I have, or like I said, on the PlayStation, I think the PS3 version wasn't fixed either, so you can still do this on the PS3 version. PS3, Xbox, or PC version of the original Mass Effect game, depending on where you get it, and not like the, like I said, Legendary Edition. We can do this.
Greetings.
Oh yeah, I forgot to choose this option just to...
I've been busy. I'll pick it up later.
This one implores the Spectre for haste. The customer is quick-tempered.
Okay, well anyway. Yeah, I just wanted to show that off. We can still talk to him, so... Okay, anyway.
Greetings, Spectre.
Okay, so... but anyway, yeah, we grab the package, and then... which is weird, because we can't take it immediately. We have to tell them we're keeping it, which I guess makes sense in the long run. But yeah, we could just take the thing.
Change of plans. I've decided to keep it myself.
You cannot do that. Inamorda will be furious with this one. This one wants the other to leave now.
And we get yeah, we somehow get a bit. Whoops, sorry, hit my mic. We somehow get a better mod. Yeah, it's random, unfortunately. I think on my level, I can get anywhere from level 4 to 6 on this one, so that's actually really good. I don't want to now I don't want to reload this. I actually missed a dialogue option now that I think about it. After you give the package to Annalise, if you talk to Inamorda, he says something about not having a qualms about it. So, and we're gonna kind of like do a weird sequence break. So technically, I have the mod now, and I shouldn't be able to do this. But because of this version, for whatever reason, the package isn't like officially taken out of my inventory or something like that. So now we can go to Annalise and give him the mod, so we can actually get 2 mods out of this, which you're not supposed to do. And I'm gonna do it just because it's not really breaking anything. I'm just getting a little extra money on the side.
I'm in the middle of 9 things, all of them
a different
annoying.
result. So
What do you
yeah,
want now?
you got
Opal
package.
wants me to smuggle
I
a
need
package.
more than your
Rest
word
in.
to act.
Well, actually, we don't even need
More
that.
likely
So
we
not
would
technically
simply let him go.
garage access.
Not so fast.
Give me that
You are
crap.
shrewd. I am no weapon. It would have been unfortunate if
Yep, what's it worth to
It's not
you?
yours yet.
I am.
Yeah, give me
You
the
can only
credits.
go to Peak
and
15 to speak to
upgrades
Lady
mine.
Venezia. If you cause trouble or if the staff asks you to leave, you will be thrown off world.
Of course. But
Okay,
I'll
yep,
keep that.
of course.
If there is
Thank
nothing
you.
else, I would like to go.
We are done.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages.
So yeah, we get if I go to equipment now, I've got another mod, tungsten rounds. I think that's the one for synthetics. So yeah, we get 2 mods. Yeah, I broke the game. Well, not really broke it because we can still play. If we do the now, because actually I'll have to check and see if any more is there, because technically we gave the we took the mod from Uphold, which immediately moves Inamorta. His model gets moved to the outside your ship now because he's pissed off about us. Oh, did I? The journal might be different now depending on what I've done. Okay? It keeps this one. You kept Uphold's package for yourself. But yeah, Inamorta, if you give the package to Annalise and then talk to him, he says like, Well, I have no... Well, now it's... Basically, he doesn't get pissed off at you. Well, he kind of does, but it's not a... I may make a new save and just show that off, even though... But if you choose to keep a Pulse package, Edamorna moves to your ship now, and it'll basically ambush you, which is a way to get experience, and possibly equipment drops from killing them. So this is the method. Well, depending on your way to do it, because you'll get the pass either way. This is just a faster way. So I usually keep the if I'm doing a Renegade playthrough anyway, I usually keep the mod, which is interesting. If you keep the mod, it's not a Renegade action to do that, weirdly enough, if you just straight up keep it. Odd. And yeah, have you noticed that there's no one here? The guards somehow disappear. Anyway, yep, Edamorna there. I think he's boss, or not boss level. He's sub-boss level, which means, depending on your difficulty, his stats will be like +1 better than yours or something like that. Anyway, he brings us 3 Krogan cronies to fight you. So okay, let me yeah, we need a barrier, and since they're okay, you get rid of shields. So overload. Alright, overload, and then he's kind of resistant. He might be able to. Well, let's see if we can get throw going. Yep. Okay. Cool. Oh, I need to show off my new weapon. Hold on a second. One, I forgot to show the upgrades for this thing. Yeah, this I forgot what level it is of gun. I think it's guns maybe 6 and higher, I think. But you can finally upgrade multiple weapon upgrades and an ammo upgrade. So now at this point, now I can equip. And I think at this level anyway, we start getting better. Weapon mods, because for quite a while we get some pretty crappy weapon mods until we hit a certain level, and then we finally start getting better stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to show you get 2 weapon upgrades at this point. So anyway, okay. Oh yeah, this thing wrecked him. Holy cow! Oh yeah, I have to be careful that that one Krogan keeps trying to assassinate me. You see how much damage I'm doing with this gun? Holy shit! Oh yeah, let me fly. Oh, he charged. Okay. Well, he is highly resistant. Did he knock Garrus out? Well, he's dead anyway. Haha. Took your mod. Get up, Garrus. There's no one else here. But yeah, it's kind of weird how the guards, like, they're starting to watch over the ship, and then as soon as we do that, they conveniently disappear. Thanks, guys. But anyway. But yeah, I think it's because we chose to take a Pulse package first. That moves his model there, so you can't, like, give the package to Annihilus and have him reappear back at the one spot to tell him that you gave the package to Annihilus. But he does have dialogue if you do that. I might go ahead and just, yeah, I'm finding a way to drag out this whole section. We probably won't even leave the base by this episode because of how long I've been dragging this out. Sorry, folks, I just want to show everything, you know? But luckily, the next sections of this area are pretty straightforward for the most part, so there won't be as many, like, options to show off. And we still have to... Oh yeah, and technically I could just not even talk to Keen, but luckily we can still do that, so that's not a problem. Because even though you get the pass, it doesn't kill that mission. It just means we could skip it if we really, really want to. So, yeah, see, we can still talk to Keen if we want to, which is what we're going to do right now. Actually, let me go before I talk to him. I want to save it and show Edamorna's dialogue for that, and then we'll get on with it, Monty Python style, you know. Get on with it. Yeah, sorry, I don't know. These last couple of episodes, I've been like just dragging out missions because while it was only dragging out because we had to go in the Mako and all that stuff was pretty straightforward. I didn't even do that when we were in the Citadel showing all the various options. So I think it's because how long it would take to stay in the Citadel, and I know I didn't want to have like 20 episodes of just being in the Citadel and showing every single variation. I think it's because with side quests, they're pretty isolated for the most part, so it's a little easier to do that. With major quests, it takes a while to like show. I'd basically almost have to replay the game again, like, and have like double the episodes or something like that just to show every variation, you know. That's why it'd almost be better just to show, like, have a full Renegade run and then replay the game again and show a Paragon run if you just wanted just to do it like that. So, anyway, now that I saved it, let me go back to the Plaza again. And since it doesn't take very long to load, we'll give Annaleus the mod again. I wanted to save it just because I got an Incendiary round 6, and I don't have too many level 6 stuff yet, so that was actually a pretty good random drop there. Too bad the Tungsten rounds were 6 either, but not that I'm really paying attention to that, but you know, it's nice to get some of the best stuff you can. Although I'm not really the biggest fan of random drops in games, frankly. I like more guaranteed stuff, so you can kind of play around that. But man, whatever. It's not it just depends on what you're looking for in a game. I mean, roguelites are popular and they are all about randomization. So what do I know?
I'm in the middle
right?
of 9 things.
Okay,
All
anyway.
I need more than your.
Not so fast.
Oops,
You are
I
sure.
gotta
Not so
go with the
fast.
package.
It would have been unfortunate.
What's worth to
It's
you? Give me the mod.
If there is not,
Get out here.
Good. I
Okay.
received a dozen urgent messages while you-
All right, let's go see Ian Morta really quick, just to show like the response you get for giving him the package. Well, I think he also says something if you give him the package to give it to Uphold. He just says okay, good, or something like that. So it's nothing. That's not worth talking to him about. Although technically doing all this stuff I'm doing technically isn't worth it either. But you know, I mean, how often are you gotta get people to show off all the different variations? I know there are some people that have done like edited like videos about like certain character dialogues and like character. Usually they do it with companion NPCs more than regular NPCs, which is understandable. More people find more interest in your companions than random NPCs you'll never meet again. You know, I don't know. If anything, this is just to show off like all the work that that goes into games with multiple paths and choices, because that's like a headache and a half. If you've ever seen having to see coding that goes into a game that has like all these different variables, you'd be surprised there isn't more glitches or bugs that are in those types of games. Which sadly nowadays most bug testing seems to be getting worse and worse, or maybe they're not giving enough time or paying enough bug testers or something. Because I swear most new games come out you have to like get these day one patches that have like 20 gigs of downloads or something crazy like that, because you know people want to rush their product out as soon as they can. You know.
You gave my package to the administrator.
Yeah, I did give him your package.
So, you gonna do something about it?
I'm not stupid. I have nothing to gain by attacking you at this point. Opold and I, though, we're going to have a long talk.
He's dead, isn't he? As far as I know, he doesn't do anything to Uphold. He's still there. But, you know, I assume after all this is all said and done, he probably kills Uphold or something like that. So, but I find that kind of funny. So, yeah, I like the option of it's like he gave it to him, and you're like, tough. But yeah, obviously on this playthrough, where Uphold's dead already, so. Or not Uphold, Enamorder is dead, so. Anyway, let's finally talk to Quinn, as we ended the last episode at, so. Or Keen.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Well. You know, for some reason I keep thinking the camera's got. Usually the camera always appears to someone with the talk, so it's always weird when it doesn't at times, so. Anyway, Matriarch Benizia. Heard she's hot?
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
Ooh, commandos. Hot. Oh, they're actual commandos, not being in commando or whatever. Is it odd to see a matriarch?
Is it so unusual to see a matriarch?
They rarely venture beyond Asari space. To see such an esteemed figure is surprising. Lady Benezia was also dressed for her role. An Asari in a pinstriped suit set tongues wagging among the younger male employees, so to speak.
I don't get how a clothed female can be more attractive than a naked one.
Rex, you do not understand the intricacies of the the female form. Let me tell. Oh, wait, I don't want to talk about it right now. This is kind of awkward. So, but it goes to show that Rex has a different. Actually, what do Krogan female look like? No, I don't want to know. Never mind. We won't know. Well, actually, I was about to say we won't know till 3, but we don't actually know. You can only imagine it. So, and don't picture it, viewers. It'll make your eyes bleed. They let the commandos in.
Armed commandos were allowed on Noveria?
I don't know if they were disarmed. Of course, one can't confiscate biotic powers. Saren, and by extension, Benezia, is an important person. By that I mean an investor who might sell stock, if denied.
You know, I was just thinking for a second, seeing Matriarch Benezia in a pinstripe suit. Like, you never actually see her in a pinstripe suit. I just kind of wish I could have seen that. That would have been awesome. Sorry, Rex. Sometimes a clothed woman just as impressive as a naked woman. So, at least in my personal opinion. What's she doing here?
You know why Benezia is here?
She claimed to be Saren's assistant, here to get a certain project back on track. I suspect she meant Peak 15.
Back on track? Like her tracts of land?
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
I should let you go.
Let me go. Do humans consider conversation a form of imprisonment? That would explain why so few are willing to sit and talk.
Huh. It's not letting me, Well, that's weird. It's not letting me talk to him. I must have... Oh, I guess when I bugged it out, I bugged out his quest line, too. I should have started it first. Dang it.
I should let you go.
If you wish.
Alright, fine. Well, I'll do all that later, viewers. Okay, let's just do it what we normally did. I could have swore I could start his... I think I tagged it. I think I was supposed to start his dialogue, and then I could finish the uphold thing, so I could do all that, but I'll do that later, so... Okay. And I have a save for if I want to backtrack anyway, so... Oh, well, I'll miss that mod, but, yeah, that's not a big deal. Do I need to fix my gun again? Oh, I do. Okay. Well, there you go. I fixed it. Great.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Okay, now we can... Yeah, I must have... When you get the pass, I guess it clears out his thing, even though we could still do it. I could have swore you could do it after doing all that, but I think what I did is I think I'd started his mission, and then I went to go get the pass, and I could still finish it. So, oh well.
Are you Lorik Keen? I've heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I need to get to Peak 15, Spectre me, Shepard, Alliance, Shepard, Alliance Navy.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Systems Alliance Navy.
It's too late for cover-ups, Commander. Your picture has been sent to every employee. They've been warned that speaking to you is grounds for termination. Lorik Keen. For the moment, I am the manager of the Synthetic Insights Office.
Alias closed SI. Is something the matter? Managing the bar today?
Taking a 3-martini lunch?
You mean my loitering here? If only it were mere indolence. Mr. Analaeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
Almost like he's pinching a few pennies. An intriguing coincidence. You mean kickbacks? What do you mean?
Skip to the part where you tell me what you want and what you'll give me for it.
Put bluntly, the administrator demands rent kickbacks from the companies on Noveria. I acquired evidence of Analaeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analaeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Ooh, a sum of credits? Not so much the garage pass. We can get that in other ways. Interested sounds good. I'm not interested now. Card working?
Why didn't Analaeus cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
Oh, I guess that's true.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
Yeah, I'm not interested right now.
I'll consider your offer.
I can ask no more. In the meantime, perhaps a drink? I'm working my way through the hotel bar at the moment.
Yeah, let's ask about... Yeah, Matriarch Benezia will give us the same responses from earlier, so...
I need to get up to Peak 15.
Indeed. That might be difficult. A terrible storm has been unleashed up there.
Are you referring to the blizzard?
Of course. What else would I be referring to?
Can the crap.
Don't play me. There was an accident.
Your manner may be too blunt for Novaria. This is a place of subtlety. There have been unseemly rumors circulating along the lines of ancient evil and plague from distant suns. Amusing, no? Someone watches too many bad horror vids.
Yeah. Well, your eyes make you look like you're having a horror vid.
I should let you go.
Let me go. Do humans consider conversation?
Yeah, his eyes are like completely black. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. So, let's see. You need a pass to leave Port Hanshan. Let's see. Lord Keene has evidence administrating Annihilus' corruption. He wants you to help recover it from Annihilus' hired goons. Hired goons? Okay, fine.
Form of
Anyway, let's talk to him again.
Back again.
Okay, that's your
What
problem.
can this old
I've been thinking over your difficulties with Annihilus.
Indeed.
We need each other, my friend.
So if I help you, you'll help me.
Yes. You need to get into the garage. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Alright, let's do okay, let's do this.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Annihilus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Hanshan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
Can't do that, I'll figure something out. They're crooked, no one cares.
If he's paying them under the table, they're mercenaries. I can kill mercenaries.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
I can't promise anything on that. Alright, so anyway, now that we've done that, he wants us to break into his office and recover files from his computer. Take the elevator in the lower plaza level to synthetic insights. Once inside, find Lorik's computer and download the files. Rightio. And the more aggressive method to do this. And obviously, if you don't want to do this, you could, or Paragon, actually, you can still get Paragon stuff from this, but the whole mission, like I said, you could always do a Pulse package. Can we not, can we go with the whole episode without no more saying something about someone's package? I think not. I think we're children here. Hee 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 hee. But yeah, so what we have to do is, you know that, remember in the last episode where we went to the garage where we saw the elevator that was closed that says the synthetics office? Well, we had to go there. And I guess I was misremembering last episode when I said I don't think we had anything to do with the synthetic insights or whatever. I completely forgot that was a whole, I mean, not this whole big thing, but we actually had to deal with it because of Lorik Keene. But you know me with misremembering stuff recently. Like I said, I remember the beats of the game, but sometimes little details sometimes escape me. But anyway, yep, we can just go in here and head to his office. Yeah, more loading times. Yeah, and unfortunately, comrades don't say anything in these elevators. I guess not enough time. Whoop. Too much awesomeness being loaded. How can we handle this? Anyway, now we got a couple of guards there. There's actually a couple. We can actually just go in with the guns blazing and just straight up shoot them. Or you can talk to them. Either way works.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Are you that same lady who doesn't have the voice of a security officer nor the pose for it? Can you let me in? What's going on? Or what?
What'll you do if I don't?
You're the Spectre, right? Lorik Keene is under investigation.
You two leave while you can. I'll have to remove you out of my way. Or if you're a Paragon, you're here illegally. Or you can't take us.
Annihilus is paying you to shake this place down. That makes you a criminal. I can kill criminals.
You're bluffing.
Everything the commander has said is true. I'd step aside if I were you.
He ain't paying me enough to take on Spectres or Alliance troops or whatever. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
So you get 9 morality points from them. You still have to kill the rest of the guards, but you get 9 morality points from them. Or you can just straight up start shooting them, and you get experience. So it depends on what's going on. So, okay. Anyway, you have to take out the guards around here. So, all right, there's one down there. Let's. I think that blew him up like almost immediately. Yeah, better barrier myself, and then... God. Yeah, buying this gun... Where'd you come from? Oh, wait. Huh? Oh, is that upstairs? No. It says there's someone here. That must be a glitch. But yeah, buying this, like, gun as early as I have, and, like, really... I wouldn't say breaks the game or anything like that, but it really, like, adds a... Yeah, it must be the next floor. Really gives me a bonus. Oh, I need to go over here. Yeah, definitely. All right. Yeah, singularity. Why not? Whee! Yep, and my gun just like almost immediately blasted him. Oh, I love it. I love playing at. I don't know what my favorite class is. I think I like adepts, at least in this game, because of how broken the physics are on it. Like how you can just push and pull people outside of their attack range, and so it insta kills them 9 times out of 10. Are we still in combat? No. But yeah, I don't know if that's my favorite class or not, just because of that. In later games, it kind of depends on my mood. I tend to like the soldier's the easiest class to play because you don't really have to do much outside of just activate some small buffs or whatever, and you can pretty much survive almost anything, even on the harder difficulties. And we got a door option that is glowing, but you can't do anything with it. Oh well. Ooh, upgrade kit. What's in here? Oh, we got some ammo rounds and upgrade, and something for the grenades if you've been using them. I need to remember to use those again because, like I said, they're, I wouldn't say precious, but there's no way to respawn them outside of getting chests and stuff, or decryption locks and stuff like that. So, all right, now we get a couple weapon, which since I'll have to redo this later because I messed up some things, I'll have to, so I might not have those weapons next time. So keep that in mind. Just say you get weapons in those lockers, so we'll stick to that. Maybe you'll get lucky and you'll get a one that's better. But for now, because of 3 more weapons, but because I already have the Spectre assault rifle, I don't have to worry about that for the rest of the game. So I can just now. Well, I guess that's technically not true. I have to mess with it when it comes to my companions, but for me, I'll never have to mess with it. So, and if you ever get enough, I think you can get enough by the end of the game. But you can get, I believe, you can get enough weapons to do that for everyone. You can get everyone's Spectre gear if you want. But if you're one of those people that isn't like money grinding or trying to go through the game as fast as I can, I would just choose the weapons that your characters can actually use. So obviously don't buy like a shotgun for Kaiden because, you know, he's never going to be able to use it properly. So that type of thing. So as long as you're smart about it, I guess. Yeah, we get some more ammo, weapon. Ooh, weapon upgrades. That's really what I want because we hardly get weapon upgrades at certain points in the game. Well, other than the combat scanners, of course, but you really only need to equip that when it actually pops up. There's no reason to equip the scanner before a mission that has scanner. So if your thing's jammed, then you can go into combat, which is weird. The game lets you modify your equipment in combat. You'd think it wouldn't let you do that because you're in a danger zone, but no. So you can just change your armor, ammo, or well, actually, maybe that is better to be able to do it because then you can change your ammo at that time. So that way, if you're like, oh, I'm finding synthetics, didn't expect that, better switch to tungsten or something else, you know. So anyway, medikit and Lord Keen's computer. Whoops, there we go. Oh, come on, you download the evidence from Lord's computer, and it's saving it because one of the things changing, and 2, it's loading in new assets. If you know, if you haven't already guessed what's being loaded in. You've recovered his evidence. Return to the bar. Okay. So yeah, I think the rest of the episode will be us finishing this. Oh, I knew we were gonna come back again. Hey, lady.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
I don't think you're supposed to be alive anymore. Who are you? Nope. Your point.
Do you plan on making me leave?
Leave? You think I'm gonna let you walk out? Annaleus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off-duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
Yeah. So you can call me cop killer all you want, but we know what you are. Scum. They didn't give me a choice. I'm on a mission. Bring it on!
If you want to fight, I'll give you one.
Okay. There's actually, see, if you have the right type of like grenade equipment or something like that, you can almost kill these guys like almost immediately. Kira, I believe, is a sub-boss stats. Like I said, basically, I think depending on her difficulty, how she's the main focus for this fight because of her stats. Everyone else is just minion levels. So, yep, and then just finish her off. Whoops. Almost got sniped to death, but luckily I had a decent set of armor, so. There we go. Yeah, these guys aren't really that bad, and I'm not even just counting the equipment I've got. Because, like I said, she's a sub-boss, while everyone's a minion, which means they're not as dangerous. Although, like I said, I do have a weapon that's like in-game stuff, so I'm just cutting out the middleman, folks. That's all. But anyway, we're done with. That's it. So anyway, yeah, that's just equipment from killing them. Oops, take all. Okay. All right, let's look at the. Okay, it doesn't mention that because she was just part. Yeah, but now, and obviously, since she's dead, she won't be at the garage anymore. I think you can talk to the one lady about that, but I'm not sure. But anyway. All right, now all we have to do is just take this to Keen, get our pass from him, and done and done. Obviously, it's better to do this than skipping it if you want the experience and morality points and everything like that. If you're trying to do a full complete run, but even this run has like a
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
Goddamn, lady, where'd you come from? Popped out like a goddamn jack-in-the-box. Must be Annalise and thugs, don't be coy. I'm entirely innocent. I'm just a poor widow shepherd.
Of course not. Why would I?
Don't play me, Shepard. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Oh, she's hitting on me. Hot. I like Indian women. No, it's something for the story, so. Gianna wants us to speak with her at the hotel bar before you return the evidence to Keen. So this one also has, like, a couple of different ways to finish it as well, so I'll show those off really quick before we get to the garage. I think I'll finish the episode by, other than doing the rest of the options here, but showing us actually leaving the thing, and then off screen I'll have to redo it so I do the whole upholds package, like I do it correctly to where I can still do that reward and do the Lord Keen mission. I just have to activate Lord Keen, go into that thing, so that way, and then I could do the hall pass stuff, so. Because you're supposed to be able to still do it even when getting a pass, you know, that type of thing, but anyway. So yeah, he's got the evidence. So actually, maybe I should have saved it before he went to the elevator. Well, anyway, because I'll have to go back down this elevator multiple times anyway. So, well, like I said, it's not the worst. I've seen worse, much worse. I think Parasini is like over here. Yeah, well, not much of a bar. She's just standing up now. So, all right. So we can talk to her to get some more information on this. So let me go and save it again. Yep, we're doing this at least here anyway. I think this will be a while before I do like multiple saves back to back like this. At least another couple of episodes. So one way to do this, if you just want to say you got the evidence, be done with it, get his pass, let's get out of here. Let's talk to Keen right now and get it out of the way.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
It's done. It took us 60 hours, but it's done.
The job is done.
I appreciate your discretion. I hope I will never again be so careless as to find myself in these circumstances. I believe you require a garage pass. As well, I would provide a sum of 500 credits. Does that sound fair to you?
It does. Agree if that's all you have. Well, yeah, exactly. We could just go to Annalise and probably give him this. He'll probably give us the same thing. He would pay us more.
Listen, I just saved you from a nasty prison shower scene. Exercise that corporate credit account.
All you say is true. I can offer 750 credits. That's all I can move without attracting attention from the company. I have some calls to make, starting with Mr. Annalise.
Did you notice? I think that's a glitch in his character model or whatever, because he's technically supposed to have like either white or yellow eyes, but because of the way, like either the camera's on him or whatever, it looks like he has black dead eyes. But yeah, if you look here, you can tell he has pupils, but yeah, during the cutscene, it looks like his eyes are completely black, like he's possessed by a monster or something like that. So, but anyway, yeah, that's one way to finish it. We just give it to him, get the reward and everything. Obviously, it's not the best reward, but you returned his evidence to him. And yeah, remember how the game said, or how it said we could give it to Annihilus? That's an option. Actually, what do you say now that we've given the evidence away?
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
I should have seen that coming. I don't have time for this.
I don't have time for pleasantries.
Act natural. You want to blow my cover? You're meeting a beautiful woman for drinks. Smile and laugh. Pretend we're flirting. The executive board knows about Annihilus' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
Oh, well, he already has it, dude.
You're too late. I already gave Keen his evidence.
This was the best opportunity I've had in... Why did you sell it?
I need to get the P50. I never asked to be. I never asked to be a Spectre. Oh, that's awesome. Even though that's not what he actually says, that's pretty funny. I think that's a reference to. Wait, no, this game came out before that, didn't it? Well, the meme is I never asked for this, and it's supposed to be from Deus Ex, but I think that's from Human Revolution, which came out way after this one. So now I'm trying to remember what. Now I'm trying to remember what that's a reference to. Never asked to be a Spectre. I don't know. Anyway, I don't like you.
Frankly, your self-righteous attitude pissed me off.
Well, you sure proved me wrong. My lack of faith in Spectres was entirely unjustified. You know what? Forget it. I should have known better. Spectres never care about anything beyond their mission.
I actually love that response just because how pissed off she gets when we tell her we already gave the evidence to him. Oh man, I always like just choosing that one just a response. We actually run in, now we know that she's in internal affairs too, but we actually find out that she's, what's the word? If we do this mission the way we do it, we can actually run into her again in the second game. And how she treats you is how actually you respond here. If you give her the evidence or not, she'll make a note of that, but then she asks for help again. So okay, so now that we have the evidence, we can actually go give it to Annihilus and get a pass and a reward from that as well. I don't know if I think Keen has something to say about this after we do this. So yeah, going back down the elevator, folks. I know. But yeah, now that we know that Parasini is internal affairs, you can obviously see where this is going to go. But before we do the obvious solution, actually I might have to do this a couple of times. Actually, maybe I should have talked to her and then went to Annihilus. Yeah, well, it doesn't take me very long to get down there anyway. So, like I said, that's going to be the rest of the episode anyway. So, yeah, for those of you who just wanted me to speed run through this game, I do apologize. That's not how I play RPGs. Actually, if I was realistically playing an RPG, we'd probably still be like, I'd still be like doing planet surfing and all this other stuff instead of doing story stuff by now. But I said, you know, I have to make a decision, like not to have the whole episode, not to have like half of the series of me be planet hopping and just straight back to back. We have to do some story stuff at some point. So, and obviously, yeah, Parasini isn't here, So let's tell Annihilus about this. About
I'm in the middle
about
of
the
9
evidence.
things, all of them annoying.
Have Warwick's evidence,
what do you want
dude.
Now?
I've acquired Keen's evidence of your misconduct. Let's talk.
Mr. Keen is under criminal investigation. You cannot believe any fabrications he would spin in his defense.
Explain it to the board, then I'll give it to Keen. We can reach an agreement. You'll do what I say.
Shut your pie hole. Give me a pass to leave or the evidence goes to the board.
And you would keep this supposed evidence, I imagine? You need a pass to enter our garage. As a gesture of goodwill, I will provide one. Novaria prizes its good relations with the Citadel.
We could have saved time by beating him into cooperation.
We couldn't do that.
Yes, we could. You think he lifts anything heavier than stacks of hard copy?
I trust you will attend to your own business now.
This is why I love bringing Garrus and Rex around. They have conversations like this every once in a while. Not all the time, but every once in a while. It's hilarious because I think they were designed to be, because technically Krogan should hate Turians because of the whole genophage thing. So I think the whole idea is it's supposed to be, there's some like entertainment value for basically two opposing forces that shouldn't like each other, forcing them to work together with Shepard.
That's my plan. Goodbye, Mr. Ananias.
I mean, I assume other characters will have responses similar maybe to Rex or someone else, but I like to think that some of those lines were designed specifically if those two characters are in the party, stuff like that. At least good to game design would be. So, but yeah, I do like Rex tends to work better if you're if you're a renegade player. That seems to be his kind of like his modus operandi type of situation there. Kind of like with Garrus too, in an extent, because he's leaning towards renegade feelings when it comes to that. Let's see what the journal says. Lorik wants you to break into his office. Oh, you just give. Okay, there's no. It's kind of weird how there's no specific response in the journal saying you gave it to Ananias. But yeah, now we have the pass, so we can just go straight to the thing. Let me see if Part-19 or yeah, I don't remember if they have any responses after we give it to them. They might. There are some quests that sadly don't have like a fun conclusion where you talk to them about doing that. So not every single quest is going to be like that. Usually you can tell that in some games, like at what point they worked on that is like usually the final missions of the game tend to have less stuff like that, probably because that was the stuff we worked on last, and they were just trying to get it out the door. So usually the beginning of games you can see all these options, and then usually the end of the game is where you go, we don't have anything left. So, all right, let's see if we tell her about.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Don't have time for this.
I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board.
Busy now.
With his evidence,
Okay.
this
I have a
planet
mission
can run
complete.
profitably again.
I don't have time for this.
Yes, fate of billions and all that. I couldn't possibly understand how important your work is.
Ananias is dirty. It might be best to help her.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
I'll keep Keen's evidence.
If you have any love for the law, you'll talk to Keen for me. Don't disappoint me. You know where I work. Come talk to me when you change your mind.
Okay, that's right. We actually technically still have his evidence. You know, now that we know that she works for Eternal Affairs, perhaps our friend Ananias would like to know about this. You know what? She is kind of like full of herself, and she keeps telling me I have to do what's best for her, despite the fact that, yeah, she said herself, fate of billions, and my job is more important. And you know what? You've just been distracting me from my business on that, lady. So you know what? We're gonna rat you out. This is what you get for being Internal Affairs and being all high and mighty. Oh yes, you will get whatever's coming to you, even though you don't actually deserve it. This is probably my favorite. Well, yeah, I'm kind of sick when it comes to certain results in video games. In real life, I wouldn't find this funny, but because it happens in a video game, I can find it hilarious because of the results. That's why one of my favorite paths with Darkside paths is in Old Republic 1 and 2. They have some really entertaining Darkside choices in that game. I kind of wish I'd recorded the Darkside playthroughs on that one. Maybe I'll do that one of these days if people are interested in it. Maybe I'll re-record the game and I'll probably do a better job, because I feel like my recording of that series wasn't as good as it could have been, but oh well. Anyway,
I acquiesce.
But I like the end result.
Do not press me for
to
more.
this one.
There are limits.
Oh, can we not tell her about that? Huh? Oh, maybe it's because I gave him the evidence already. Okay, so I did that incorrectly. So hold on. Okay, so my bad. Wah wah. Let's reset the clock. I think it's because I already did the whole forced evidence thing on him. So what I need to do is I need to ask. She needs to tell me that she's Internal Affairs. So
allow me to reintroduce myself.
Okay, we already did this.
Parasini.
Don't have time for this.
I don't have time for
flirting.
I want you to
Okay,
convince
cool.
Keen to testify before the board.
Yeah, let's go
With
ahead
his
and ask her
evidence,
about
this
some of the
planet can
details,
run
since we'll have to do this
profitably
eventually anyway.
You work for Ananias. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, this month I stole 3 million credits. Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Analeus' guilt in one package.
Although I'll admit, folks, I guess I'm forgetting myself to not remember this. You gotta give the voice actress for Parsini credit, because she actually changed her tone and demeanor, and well, not so much her voice, but the tone and demeanor of herself. As soon as she's not pretending to be Miss Secretary to Analeus, she's almost talking like a beat cop, almost like down to earth type of situation. I kind of love it. So,
you work
okay,
for
I
Analeus.
did that. Whoops. Anyway.
Why don't you ask Keen directly?
I'm Analeus' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
Well, I don't know. You're hot enough, maybe, or if he's drunk enough, maybe.
I thought corruption was the rule on Novaria.
The rule is don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Analeus is driving customers away.
Well, like I care.
If your executive board loses a few million credits, it's not my problem. I have my own mission.
Yes, fate of billions and all that. I couldn't possibly understand how important your work is. You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
Analeus is dirty. It might be best to help her.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
No, I won't help you. I'll consider it. I'll help you. Oh, and then we can ask her about... Okay, let's ask her the questions.
What's happening up on Peak 15?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega means a terminal breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
I do like her, like... She's basically going past the corporate bullshit at this point, because she really wants us to help. So now she's basically telling us, like, she's like, hoping we'll help her. That's all you know.
That doesn't tell me much.
That's all I've got. No one knows what's going on up there.
What if there's no all clear?
And if the crew never sends an all clear?
The executive board votes whether or not to destroy the facility. One antimatter warhead from the battle stations vaporizes all contaminants.
Okay.
How can I get to Peak 15?
The shuttles are down, so you'd have to drive up. If you get Keen to testify, I'll get you into the garage.
Well, you need to pay me first.
Keen is offering to pay me. Can you?
I can produce a copy of Analeus' pass for you. I can't move large sums of money without someone noticing.
Well, you did speak my language. Here's another case of the dialogue tree changing for whatever random reason.
Do you know why the matriarch is here?
Something to do with Peak 15. She arrived after we received their Code Omega, automated warning of a containment breach. She came with an escort of Asari commandos. They took the last shuttle up to Peak 15 with a load of crates.
What was in the crates, though?
Do you know what she had in the crates?
No idea. The commandos wouldn't let anyone near them. They seemed heavy, though.
I'll consider it.
I'll consider it and get back to you.
If you have any love for the law, you'll talk to Keen for me. Don't disappoint me. You know where I work. Come talk to me when you change your mind.
Okay, so now we should be able to, now that we haven't like pushed Analeus to that, we should be able to tell him about Parsini being an internal affairs agent. So, I mean, it doesn't matter if you straight up agree or whatever. We can still get this result, because sometimes agreeing doesn't mean you're stuck in. I mean, back in the early days of a game where you said you agreed to something and then you had to do it because that's as much as you could program the game into. Nowadays, you can program to agree to something but not be locked on that path until you hit a certain point, which I like. Not that it was a big problem in old games, mind you, but it's just, it's nice to have that freedom to kind of mess around a bit. BioWare did a pretty good, well, at least in the early days. I don't know about now. I mean, really, the BioWare I'm playing right now is not the same BioWare of current day. That did the Legendary is not the same group. Like, almost no one who did this game originally works. There might be like a handful of people that still, like well, that's mean to say the grunts, but the people who are kind of the ground floor who just want a job and keep working. But I mean, some of the head people that used to work on this game, like Drew Krapushkin or the doctors that foreign BioWare, or the guy who directed this game, I forget his name. They're all gone, so it's definitely not the same group. So anyway, Hey,
I'm
dude.
in the middle of 9 things, all of them annoying.
Dude,
what do you want
you're gonna
now?
want to know about this. That hottie out there, she's a cop.
Your secretary is a plant for the executive board. Internal affairs, she said.
That is good to know. Would you mind stepping outside? I'm afraid I will have to let Miss Parasini go. It can't wait. Your mind has not been fully on your duty to me.
I don't understand, sir.
I'm not losing this job.
Analeus, if I don't report in, the board will figure it out. Put the weapon...
I said I'm not losing this job!
And we get a mighty 25 renegade for this because they're both dead. Yep, they kill each other. And because she had a pistol on, I don't know how she hid it in her dress, maybe down her cleavage, I'm not sure, even though their cleavage is not that big. Anywho, yep, she killed her. They killed themselves. They both shot each other dead. So, 2 birds with 1 stone. This is probably my favorite renegade version of the path, even though it doesn't give you the most reward for it, because I just like it because they both take both annoyances. People try to manipulate me, and they took each other out. And yeah, we just take his pass.
Mother of... Corporal, secure the area. Keep everyone out of here now.
Yes, ma'am.
What happened here, Commander Shepard?
I told Analeus about Gianna. Gianna was in trouble affairs. I don't know.
Beats me. I just got here myself.
Where were you when this occurred? What did you see?
Analeus called Gianna in. I was outside. I heard some yelling. Something about tea or coffee. I don't know.
I only heard an argument and shots fired.
So you didn't actually witness anything? Still, I have to wonder why you didn't try to intervene.
Well, it's not my business. If I could have, I would. It's too fast to happen. Not my job.
My job isn't arresting criminals. It's shooting terrorists.
And I should not be telling you how to do your job. My apologies. Excuse me, Commander. The death of an executive must always be filed in triplicate.
Anyway, we get the pass. Whoa. What the heck? Where'd you pop in from? Okay. Do you have anything to say?
Please don't touch anything.
It is a crime scene, so yeah, that's probably my favorite result of getting the pass, just because, 2 annoyances, like 2 extremes, are trying to tug at you, and Commander Shepard. Actually, I'm just gonna go override it just because I'm gonna redo this later anyway. So, okay, so that's that, and then we could just leave. Actually, I think Keen has a. Now that we've said it, I think I know we can't get a reward from Keen now that we had the pass, but I think we can tell him about it. Let me see what he says. But yeah, he won't give you the pass because of just what happened, but I think he does have something to say about like what happened. But yeah, this is the path I'm gonna do is the one that gives you the most. Actually, I don't know if it gives you the most morality points. I know you get the most money, and I'll have to. Actually, I might have to add that up and see, because maybe getting themselves to kill each other might be the best morality points reward for Renegade anyway. Paragon, unfortunately, you basically have to work with Parasini and arrest Analeus immediately after convincing Keen, instead of trying to manipulate Analeus to get like some extra money out of him. But I'll show you that here in a second. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be another long episode, folks. But well, this is what I get for trying to show all the options. So, although I wonder how many people are actually going to watch this series because of how long each episode's getting. Then again, there's people that'll watch like 10-hour streams of people talking about movies. So what do I know, right? So, all right. Anyway.
Why, Spectre? I thought you'd be cleaning up that nasty business between Analeus and his secretary.
Yeah, I still have the evidence, dude.
About your evidence?
Yes, about that. It seems I no longer need it. Don't you agree?
Yeah, see, this is why you don't get the reward, because Analeus got murdered, so it's like, oh, right. I have to agree, I guess so. What about my money?
Not so fast. You promised to pay me if I recovered this evidence.
Economics is supply and demand, Spectre. There is no longer a demand for what you supply.
Ah, well, that's where you're wrong. True, I guess so, great. Yeah, exactly, that's where you're wrong.
Really? Because I was wondering how the board would feel about you wiretapping their administrator.
Peevish, I am sure. You are shrewd for a human. I appreciate that. I can provide 250 credits for, let us say, document recycling. I appreciate your help in this matter, despite the unexpected resolution.
Did you see an Asari?
Yes.
I should let
if
you
you
go.
wish.
All right, and that's it. So that's it for that path. And yeah, you get a little bit of extra money from it. Nothing too crazy, but all right. So, but yeah, that's not the path that gives you the best reward. Is actually going along with Parasini, but there's a couple ways to do it. So basically, she wants us to convince Keen to testify against Annihilus. So we're going to actually do that. So let's go talk to Miss Parasini again.
Allow me to
All right,
reintroduce
skip.
myself.
Don't have time for this. Blah, 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 blah,
Big,
blah, blah,
I want you to
blah.
convince Keen to testify.
I'm just doing an investigation, even though I probably don't need to actually click on that stuff.
The rule is,
if you're
you help my invest.
I kind of wish Rex or Garrus said something about after Parasini and Annihilus kill each other. You think they would have really said something about that, but whatever.
What's happening?
Oh, whoops. I'm just doing this just for, even though I probably don't even need to ask this, but my brain says I must ask these questions, even though I don't actually need to.
Do you know?
She came with an escort of.
It's in the crate.
Do you know?
Pay me.
Keen is offered.
I can produce.
I'll consider it.
I'll consider it.
You know where I work. Come talk to me when you change your mind.
Okay. So now we need to convince Laura Keen to do this, which I think you need 9 or 10 intimidate or paragon or charm to do this. So
always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter?
All right, so yeah, we could just give him the thing now and end it. Like I said, do that one thing, but now we gotta convince him to testify against Annihilus.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Annihilus.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it? I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Well, you did pay me to get it, so I think we can dictate my own terms. Pray I don't change those terms any further. Take the evidence and goodbye. Fine, take it. Yeah, and then you can just skip it, obviously. You'd be a hero. Now, damn right I will.
If necessary, yes. Do what I tell you to, or Annihilus will find what he's looking for.
It is good to have all our cards on the table. I regret that you have a better hand. Very well, I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Okay, so I guess this path is the best reward because you get 25 renegade points just from doing it, or you get however many renegade points is based off your renegade score level, so forth and so on. Now, to give you a heads up, there is a hack. There is a let me see if I can activate that. Let me see. There is another glitch here we can exploit. It's supposed to be the infinite paragon of renegade points glitch here. So what we can do is we can supposedly, let me see, I haven't done this in forever, so okay, let me see if we can get this done.
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet.
Did you see an Asari matriarch?
We talked about that.
She
Another
caused
question.
quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans are full
Testify
of
against
questions.
Annihilus.
I finished the job.
Now that you have my
Damn
property,
right I will.
Very well.
Yep. So now, if for those of you who are playing the original version like I am, we can now get infinite renegade thing. So now we can just max our renegade. We're going to do that eventually over the course of the game, and even without that, I was more than halfway through, so we're not going to do that. However, if we have enough charm, which, let me see, let me look it up. It says here you only need 5, so maybe I was misremembering. So let me show this off. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it again. But the way you have to do this is you have to ask him a question.
Did you see an Asari matriarch?
Which in this case is then we have to ask him another question.
I have a different question.
And then we testify.
I finished the job.
And then maybe I need more on that. So okay. Well, anyway.
Very well.
I think the exploit guide I'm looking up may be incorrect on how much charm, or maybe because I've already done it, maybe it'll only let me do the renegade options. Let me try this one more time just to see. Yeah, see, they just keep going up and up and up. See, we only have to do it a few more times to max out. I'm not gonna. Obviously, I'm not gonna keep this. I'm just showing you how to get the infinite renegade paragon exploit. Okay, so now we can choose this one just to show you the paragon option is.
I have no interest.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Annihilus' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board is investigating Annihilus. They'll be more angry at him than at you.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well.
Yep, and see, we get paragon points. So, yeah. So that's a way to get high paragon points if you ever want to. And yeah, that allows me to buy the next level. I'm not going to keep this file
Make
because obviously I
whatever
want to see those
arrangements you
levels
need with
for
your contact. I will wait here.
non-persuasion stats. We'll keep, actually, let me do that one more time just to get his. I think whatever the decision he makes is based off your first option. So, so I don't think that'll affect anything outside of that. So
Very well. I will testify.
All right. Now that we've convinced him, let's go talk to Paris. Actually, now that we've convinced him, but we're not quite done yet with. I mean, we can do Parasini like right immediately afterwards. But let's talk to Analeus and ask and tell him about what we know, so that way we can game the system a little bit more. Doing this is how you can get a bit more renegade points out of this quest. Obviously, if you're going to do Paragon, then you need to convince Keen, do the Paragon option, and then go straight to Parasini with the information. But if you want a few more little extra bits of rewards as well as renegades, we want to talk to Analeus before we tell Panasini about this. And obviously, we're not going to do the whole tell him that she's an agent, because otherwise we would get the they kill each other option. I'm almost like wanting to have that be the way to end it, which I think technically might still be able to do after you convince Keen to testify, but I'd have to see. It might be something where where you can't, after you hit a certain breaking point, you can't do that. So all right, let's go talk to. Yeah, we're supposed to talk to her, but we can talk to Analeus right now and show that off.
I am in the middle of 9 things.
Yeah, if we do that, it just goes straight to that again. So, now? But no, we have his evidence, and we're basically just doing the same thing as before. Oh yeah, we can now do the I'm not here to arrest you because I have enough points in that. But anyway, you'll do what I say.
Shut your pipe.
You need to pass.
We could have saved time by
we couldn't.
Oh, I love this.
Yes,
I just love this. Like, yeah, you can't pick a hard copy.
I trust you will attend to your own business now.
That's my plan. Yep, we get some experience for that for telling about the evidence, and then we can tell Parasini that we got the evidence from Keen.
Have you given any more consideration to my offer?
We convinced him, so.
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be all right.
I thought you'd be happier. Yeah, exactly. She doesn't sound happy, but she's probably stressed out. Then our business is done. Yeah, you're welcome.
That's some gratitude you got there.
Sorry, I'm used to having my guard up. When people find out I'm internal affairs, they treat me like a traitor. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
And, yeah, we get some Paragon points for doing that, unfortunately, but oh well. Actually, what you could do is you probably could get Keen to give the evidence, and then talk to Analeus and tell her off, and then they kill each other, and that'll probably give you I mean, you don't get the same, I don't think you get the same experience from what I recall, but, and when she says she owes you a beer, like I said, that's actually, well, I mean, she never actually pays you for the beer, but like I said before, she actually, you run across her in Mass Effect 2, but you almost want to keep her alive because there is a mission involved with her if you keep her alive and don't kill her. Although the rewards for the mission aren't very much. It's like 100 experience or something like that, depending on when you encounter her. So make with that as you will. But for those who like seeing continuity between games, you might keep her alive even on the Renegade path for doing that. So, but yeah, so with going through the whole Analysis getting taken, you do get a little bit of Paragon points. Let me double check and make sure, though. I thought there was a way to get some more stuff out of it. I might have done everything I could, though. Let's see. No, that's it. Okay, just making sure that. Okay, just making sure. Probably if you want to do the truly renegade path, it probably would be better to still tell her you'll get Keen to testify, and then just tell Analeus that what she's doing, and you're like, okay. Actually, do you have anything
I
to
heard
say?
the administrator's been arrested. Any chance you had something to do with that?
Not me.
That was the internal affairs investigator working for the executive board.
Internal affairs inspectors all at once, eh? Analeus is having a bad week. So what can I do for you today?
Actually, do you have anything on insights now that I've done the whole thing?
What was that about synthetic insights?
Analeus had shut... He got caught this
oh, okay,
time.
nothing.
No.
I have to go.
So.
You need anything?
All right, now it's time. Now that we have the pass, we can finally go to the garage. Out of my way, lady.
Access to the garage is restricted.
Yeah, you need to speak up, honey. I can hardly hear you.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Finally get inside our vehicle and outside into the world of Novaria. What awaits us outside the world of Novaria, other than snow and debris and depressiveness? Will Peak 15 have the answers we look for, and will we run into the matriarch herself, or will we be bogged down with side quests and more minutia? Find out next time in the next episode of Mass Effect. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.